Hello, everyone. My name's Lex, and actually totally forgot about it this morning. So I had to set up something real quick. I forgot that there was no rest for the wicked. For this weekend is free to play. It is a action RPG Souls-like. That is from the developers Moon Studios, who worked on Ori and the Blind Forest, and oh god, I forget the name of the other one that they did. It was Ori and Ori and the Will of Wisps, which was, I think, the sequel for that game. So yeah, those two games were Metroidvanias, and then now they have ventured into making a Souls-like action adventure game. Kind of like, well, it's a Souls-like, so you kind of get the idea. Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls, all those kind of games. A little bit of loot collection, randomized loot collection, like Diablo and Torchlight and Path of Exile and games like that. So they've been working on this game for a couple of years, and it's been in early access since 2014. I want to say like spring of 2014, something like that. So yeah, it's been early access for a little over, or getting close to about a year at this point. However, there's been a couple of content updates for it. One was to give a little bit more endgame content. I don't think they're done with the full scenario, from what I recall. Maybe they are. I can't remember. It's been a while. But I know that the Breached was like endgame content, dungeon kind of thing that they put out, and that was a couple months ago. I haven't explored that part yet. And then most recently, as of this past week, was another content update that added online co-op to the game. So this time, you and up to 3 other friends, so it's 4-player co-op, are able to set up a world online and venture through that together. So in conjunction with the free weekend, in conjunction with the new update that came out this weekend, from the 22nd to the 26th, you're able to play the game for free. So on Steam, you can play it for free up until until 1 o'clock of the 26th. Afterwards, it is then for a 40% discount until February 5th, and then it goes back to its normal price point of $40. But honestly, from what I've played from the game, it's pretty worth the $40. But that's just me, and I'm not even really, all in on these kind of games. So the fact that I've kind of enjoyed what I've been playing so far on my other character has been pretty good. And I mean, they have a couple of trailers. I guess I'll watch at least some of them, so that'll catch people up to speed. So we have like the first trailer that they had of the game.
So, it's true. The king is dead.
We find ourselves in a place we never sought.
threat of anarchy swells beneath us.
Done begging for scraps. We take what we need.
A plague that spent 1,000 years confined to stories is now clawing at our gate.
Pestilence, it festers everything it touches.
Is a punishment upon those who have lost their faith.
God's chosen descend on high. History will remember how we answer. No matter the cost.
Yeah, so that was the early access launch trailer from like last year. And then they have a couple others where, like I said earlier, the breach was like endgame content that they added. And that was a couple of months ago.
You have seen much, Cerim. You have journeyed far. But you know nothing.
This island is scattered with the ruins of those who thought they were eternal. Every day I worry we're one step closer to joining them.
Can you hear it? A voice beneath the wind. Calling me.
I know what you are, Cerim. A prayer come too late.
Why are you here? To help? Or to prey on the weak like these vultures?
For too long, the plague has twisted our own bodies against us. Let us return the favor.
If the gate falls, so may Sacra. Go, Cerim. You must bend death to your will.
Ooh, that got pixelated. Actually, it may be incorrect. The Breach, I believe, was just an expansion of content. I think they're actually still working on Endgame. I'm starting to kind of remember from like a stream they did some time back ago. I think the Endgame stuff is still being worked on, and that would be part of the 1.0 launch. But the Breach was just an expansion of the early access content that they had. Oh yeah, no, this is the showcase that they had earlier this week. That displayed what the co-op would be like, and then this is the actual trailer.
Your struggle was your own.
Also, the characters are very
Every scar,
stylistic.
every victory.
So like the women are bottom heavy, the men are top heavy. It very much looks like the men have skipped leg week, not even leg day, leg week.
Now, you will stand together. The Watcher's call has been answered. Welcome to Sacrament.
By the time we breach Sacrament's gates, will anyone be left inside?
The sickness has turned our island against itself.
History has called upon us. And history will remember how we answer.
So yeah, the co-op update was yesterday actually. No, 2 days ago. Sorry, 22nd. So yeah, that is just an overview of the game, and now I want to boot it up. I tried doing a stream of this before, like when the early access first came out. Didn't go so well, so we're giving this another shot and seeing how it turns out. Oh, and because there's free weekend and play, there's also Twitch drops. If people ain't if people even care for that anyway. But yeah. Hold on a second. Alright. Now I was just getting messaged by Poison because she was asking about the game. Alright. Actually, you know what? Hold on one hot second. Things are never where I want them. Actually, I go looking around for shit. It's gonna just be here. Alright, let's let that charge for now. My tablet is out of battery. There. Okay. Alright. Like I said, I had been playing this game a little bit on and off previously. I wanted to, at least for this, probably do a new save. We'll do a new character. Uh, I'm fine with that, actually. that the same. Like I said, the guys are all top heavy. The girls, a little bit more bottom heavy. Second. That's it there. Actually, another thing. There we go. Alright, there. I am actually curious. If I choose this world, what happens? Does it keep everything else that I have done? Actually, you know what? We'll just create a new one because I don't... Or... yeah, we'll do that. We'll just do Chosen. Call the Realm Luminous. Just for now.
When I was a child, God told me stories. Said the pestilence turned men's faces inside out. Made them grow limbs where none should be. That the world was nearly lost in its wake. And she prayed that the Cerim would never need to return.
Hey, Sam, that's us.
turn back while we still can.
It's an island, not a fairy tale.
This is a fool's errand. There's no sum worth bringing the likes of them to shore.
And I mean, everything is being compressed because of the stream, but this game actually looks pretty good even in its current state.
I heard you are all 7 feet tall and big as oaks. Don't look so tough to me.
Oh, I just realized that my bear is gonna be covering stuff up. Hold on a second. See if I can't move him. Over for this time being.
Never thought I'd see a ceremony for myself.
They'll be covering up the items, but that's fine. No, actually, realized. Probably go back to keep that. They're not. Oh, I guess you can't change the size of the size of the subtitles. That's what I was looking for. Words. Oh well.
Cerim to Sacra. And the rumors must be true. Pestilence has returned.
I don't know whether you follow the sickness or it follows you, but I don't care to know.
Strutting about like you're the only killer on board. Difference between you and me, I don't just kill sick people.
Oh, aren't you a lovely chap?
I mean, I would if there was any pain in it.
I'll trade no words with you. These fools think they know who you are and where we're headed, but they've got no idea.
Not sure what you're hoping to find on a shithole like Sacra. Just Dasha families, always one meal away from starving, and a bunch of runes that mean nothing to no one. So, you're supposed to be special or something?
Leave me, nerves.
How about you let me be a Cerim too, huh? Bet that fancy cloak would look just fine on me.
You greedy bugger. You sell it sooner than save an infant.
Like they're any different. They eat, they shit, they die. Same as
This is just one cheery crew.
Hey, not just the weather. Then, plenty of mainland ships go missing off Sacra shores. They're not the only ones on these waters. No good will come of this. Should have burned the island to the ground 1,000 years ago and never come back.
We've wrecked and ravaged our way across half of the Ocean Sea. You're scared of a hunk of rock.
Captain wants to work with you up above. Don't mind the others. It's just their way. You go speak with the captain and I'll check on your quarters.
Alright, up above. We have to go up to the ladder.
You put the men on edge, Cerim. We've trafficked in people before, but, well, I won't be sorry to be out of these waters. You off my ship. I was paid to deliver you to Sacra in one piece. And I will. But get to your quarters and stay out of our way till landfall. Walt will at you below decks.
Okay, now the door's open. Rolling my bike through. Creatures very much explode in this game. Actually, hold on a second. Did it turn off? Alright, yeah. Totally forgot. Destructible. Certain objects are breakable. They may reveal hidden loot or paths when destroyed. Press square to make attacks. And there was earlier some stuff about when you're next to a ladder, you can climb it. Press A to run around. You can move up ladders and down ladders faster by holding A, or drop by holding B or whatever the control scheme is that you'll be playing on. Because I'm using a controller, so it's a little bit different.
Hey, you. A little help with the meal? Fetch me the mushrooms from the shelf and herbs from the table. I have to keep stirring, or it'll go from burned to ashes. In you go, along with a little seawater and a lot of sawdust. Sure, you can eat a mushroom in a pinch. But nothing beats a cooked meal. Here, have some yourself.
can eat food to restore health, and cooked meals can provide additional buffs. So we don't need to eat anything
I
right
got it
now.
all planned out. A year of this, 2 of washing the decks, 4 more in the rigging, another 5 at the helm, and a captain! Just like that.
You have your life career planned. Just gonna barrel through everything.
Our ship might seem thick with sinners, but the church welcomes all. Criminals, heretics, even the Dasher, even you.
Oh, we need the captain's key.
I fixed up your bed myself. Real nice like. Don't fret if you can't sleep. First few weeks aboard, I couldn't catch a wink.
You're a good boy, Wart. You're a good boy.
Your eyes on that cargo, unless you want one plucked out. You ain't the only thing we're holding, but at least the rest of our cargo stays where you put it.
Like I said, you guys are all cheery.
You're just another job, as far as I'm concerned. The men think you're some kind of legend. Know what all legends have in common? They're dead.
What's not what my mom named me, but, well, she's gone now. And the men say I look more like a ward anyway.
Alright, we'll go to sleep. Well, that's not good. Blood-rusted sword. The inventory. Press and hold the start button to grab the inventory, to equip items, and manage collected resources. The start button menu selector also offers quick access to the inventory. So if I hold the button, I can just go straight into inventory. And we're going to want to whip the sword in our hand. Alright, combat basics. Press square to attack using a main hand weapon. Tap X to dodge to evade enemies. Unleash a charge attack by holding square to deal extra damage. These actions consume stamina. So yeah, stamina management is pretty key in this game. Yeah, you'll see the green bar in the center. That's my stamina, and then the red on the left is my health, and then on the right is another thing that's going to be talked about soon. So L1 to ready a shield to block enemy attacks and reduce damage received. But in order for that to happen, shields also do not reduce poise damage, which poise is the other meter that was next to my stamina and my health. But yeah. So we can raise a shield in front of us to block frontal attacks. But it's only reducing damage that we're taking. It's not preventing. It's not full-on preventing damage. Yeah, so we're reducing damage that's being taken us, but we are taking poise damage as well. We're actually gonna eat apple to slowly get some HP back. Jumping. Sprint off surfaces or ledges to jump and get across small gaps. Yeet. I'll actually eat another apple. Side link. Walk towards walls and press triangle to sidle. And that way we are able to move across narrow gaps or narrow ledges. And then parrying. Learn to exploit enemy attack styles. Press L2 to parry just before enemy attack lands to deflect the attack. Successfully parrying will grant focus and stagger most enemies. Focus is kind of used as our special meter for attacks. So having some focus would be pretty good. Most weapons use focus or stamina, but yeah, it really depends on the weapon. Now we find the captain's quarters. It's that first one that is. It's the first swing that's short. There we go. Quick items. Pressing down to use a quick item when the situation calls for it. Quick items. It didn't give me the whole thing. Quick items may repair gear, apply temporary buffs, or they may damage and disrupt enemies. So we found a vial of stamina, which will give us, it'll increase our stamina for 180 seconds. Backstab. Sometimes you can use the element of surprise on enemies. Approach enemies from behind to reveal a skull icon. Then press square to perform a backstab attack. Sneak to pressing down on the left stick will do a sneak, and then you can reduce your chance of detection while you're sneaking. So we move a little bit slower, but our detection is a little bit less. And then behind this dude, we can shank him. Oh, poor Wart.
I tried to fight like you, but I can't. My name's not Wart. It's...
Damn. Poor kid. Don't even get to know his real name. Alright, let's get out of here. Climbing surfaces like vines or ropes will consume stamina. If your stamina goes red and runs out while you're climbing, you'll just fall. Stamina can also be used for swimming as well, though in that case, if your stamina goes red, you just die. Oh, nice shot, dude.
Let it burn! Show these mainlanders that Sacra is our island!
Alright, press and hold X to dodge or sprint if you hold it down. Press square to perform a combo attack. Sprinting in combat uses stamina. Gonna heal up real quick.
You shouldn't be here, Sarah! It's too late for fairy tales!
It's pretty late for all of
It's
us.
too late for any of us.
Yeah, I agree. As this ship just gets smashed to bits onto those rocks. Turned into fucking driftwood. And like I said, the streaming compression doesn't do this game justice. It's actually very well artistically crafted. Like, this looks like a painting right now.
So, it's true. The king is dead. Long live the king. He was a great man, and a good friend. I will mourn him.
We will all mourn him. Your father's soul is at rest now, King Magnus. The people look to you for strength.
I offer my condolences and my counsel, as I did for your father for
The
many
great
years.
Pestilence has returned, Lord Bowers.
Yes, I have heard the rumors.
They're not rumors. Even now, it ravages the island of Sacra just off our own shores, turning their men and women into unspeakable things.
The Pestilence is a punishment upon those who have lost their faith.
Is it now? How convenient.
You question the church?
You're not the church, Madrigal. You're just the tip of its spear.
Enough. Whatever the cause of this sickness, I cannot allow it to spread. My father has been weak for many years. I will begin my reign doing what he could not.
My king, you are grieving. I must recommend against any
It's
hate.
already done. Tomorrow, Madrigal Celine and her Inquisition will set sail for Sacra.
I promise we will cleanse the island of this wickedness. Our new king's faith in the church is well placed.
Our king's faith was never in question. Ellsworth is a strong ruler, your grace. Sacra will recover.
No. Sacra will be reborn. This is my responsibility to the kingdom. With God's hands, we will reach into every corner of the island and bring it like a newborn babe, screaming into the light.
Man, those chicken legs are putting in work to keep the whole rest of that top half stable. Alright, well, we got nothing. Except for the, well, it's not even closed at this point. Whatever you want to call it, that's on our back and skin. Oh, I don't even have the apples I took. Raw food can be eaten as a last resort, but a cooked meal will always be stronger. Cook meals at fire pits using... Well, meals at fire pits using gathered resources. Find recipes to unlock new meals. And then you can swap between food by holding up on the D-pad if you're using the controller, and then right stick to move around. I'm going to keep it on the stew because...
I knew it. Should have never brought you on board.
Captain is looking
You'll
rough.
never make it to Sacrament from here. This coast is crawling. There isn't. Oh. The waves. Can you feel them, Father? We're back at sea.
Alright, so we have a quest. It did not show. There we go. Sacrament. The ship's captain told us to try and get to the city of Sacrament. We warned that more of the raiders who attacked our ship may lurk up ahead. Fog of War. The map reveals your path throughout Isola Sacra. However, the world is constantly shifting, so this path will gradually fade over time. Revisit these shrouded regions to discover new threats and loot. So right now, we're on the shore and we're here, and we have to pass through this fog of war area until we get to Sacrament, which is over to the northeast. I need a pickaxe for some of this stuff. And we can put on some gear because we could use it, like a pair of trousers. Tools, use tools to harvest resources and materials, and then higher tier tools work faster. So yeah, we can equip these wood-colored axes so we can cut down trees. Because we're going to need resources. There is a little bit of a base building aspect in this game. And there's also a little bit of a mini game to harvest materials as well. So perfect gather. Just as a tool strikes, press triangle to gather. Press it again to gather. Oh, well, it kind of went by. I know that tutorials. There we go. Press it to perfect gather. Harvest it gets you harvesting the materials faster. You can earn bonus focus if you succeed on perfect gather, and then also increase loot drop chances. So like from harvesting trees, we get wood. Simple. And in chest, we can also find other materials. See if there's other stuff that I can pick up. Runes. Well, they're telling me about runes, but I don't have any runes. Well, actually, I do have one, I think. Runes are powerful special abilities. Most runes can be performed using focus, and you gain focus from attacks or parries. And then by holding down either L1, R1, or L1, R1, or R2, and then pressing square, triangle, circle, X, you can use a rune. So I don't have anything in my offhand. In my main hand are my two fists. But the only rune that's in there is punching, because that's the only weapon I have right now. And then I do have a rune that can be used for healing on my utility slots, but I don't really use that right now. As I just deforest this area. kind of wish there was this auto collection after you chop down the thing. Then you don't have to repress another button in order to collect it. I need a shovel in order to dig. A heal rune. You begin with a heal utility rune. I was mentioning a couple moments ago. This rune allows you to heal by using focus, holding down R2 and pressing square. Utility runes are character-bound abilities which aid and assist in your journey. Equipping. You can also find other utility runes throughout the game, which can be equipped at an enchanter. Yeah, so there's other ones that we can utilize in our journey. A divine scimitar. What is this weapon? It's strength and it's DX. Oh, and it's a two-hander. Weight class. Weight is divided into classes based on the total weight of equipped gear. Equip load increases class limits. Broken gear will not contribute to weight. For the weight classes, each weight class changes the type of dodge that is performed. If you are in the green, you get a quick step. If you are in the yellow, you get a roll. And if you are in the red, you get a slow roll. But if you you can press L1 and R1 at the same time to do a shoulder barge, which can stagger enemies. So gives you a little bit more of a offensive thing to do, even though you are heavy in weight. But right now we're just yellow, so instead of the little quick hop step that we had before, we just have a dodge roll, which is pretty common for every Souls-like game there ever is. Now we have this big ass scimitar around with us. Oh, we can do a backstab. Actually, can I do it without targeting this guy? I can. Oof, straight up ran him through. Fishing rod. We just got a fishing rod, so let's equip it. This is a big boy. Since we have more items, we can switch between them, but I'm not going to do that right now. But yeah, we can quick select items. Whispers. At Cerim Whispers, you can rest and record your progress. If death should find you, you will incur a durability loss, but be spoken anew at the last whisper you visited. So, aka, this is like the fire, campfires that most Souls likes. It's a checkpoint that you can respawn at. Day 1 surveying Isola Sacra. Today I begin my grand tour of the island of Sacra. It's my first surveying assignment, and admittedly not my first choice, but every journey begins with a single step. With any luck, I'll be home on the mainland submitting my report within a week's time, two at most. As for what comes next, I am breathless at the possibility of it all. Now I'm actually curious to know who this surveyor was. Get this guy. Did you kill him? Oh fuck. That was foolish of me. Alright. Elemental damage. Elemental damage builds up status effects. Burn deals damage over time, which is fire. Ice is freeze. Temporarily solidifies. Physical damage will shatter frozen targets. Shock. Electricity will chain to multiple targets. Plague or infection temporarily gives the attacker lifesteal. Oh, that's new. I didn't know it gave lifesteal. I remember it in previous early access. It would I think increase burn damage that you could take, as well as prevent healing or reduce the amount of healing that you could do if you have infection. And then the last one, bleed, looks like it deals damage to moving enemies. So if they're moving around, they're taking bleed damage. So bleed, I believe, is new. That was not in any of that wasn't in the previous stuff. Death's toll. Upon death, you are spoken anew at your last whisper. Every death reduces your gear's durability. So we don't want to die too many times, because then our gear can be broken and just useless. So I gotta be careful with that. I honestly didn't think this guy was going to hear us, but I am wrong. Ow, what the fuck? I don't want to be here. There we go. That burning weapon hurt a lot. Leveling up. You have gained a level. Every level up grants you 3 attribute points. To assign your attribute points, open the menu selector and select the stats menu. So move over, stats menu. We're now level 2. So we have 3 attribute points that we can use. And the attributes that can be leveled up are health, increases your resilience to damage, allowing you to withstand more hits before dying. Stamina increases the number of attacks, dodges, or blocks you can perform. Strength increases the strength of your character. Weapons that scale with strength will receive a attribute bonus. Dexterity increases the dexterity of your character. So similar to strength, it will weapons that scale on dex will receive an attribute bonus. Intelligence, same deal. Weapons that scale with intelligence will get attribute bonuses the higher your intelligence is. Faith, same deal. The higher your strength or higher your faith, the more of the attribute bonus that applies to weapons that use faith will be. I know I just said the 4 things differently, but it's pretty much all the same. Strength, dexterity, intelligence, and faith. Those are your damage attributes. So there's weapons that will scale on one of those 4 or a combination of those 4. Usually I've seen weapons that have at least 2 attributes. So for the divine scimitar that we're wielding right now, its attribute bonuses are calculated off of strength and dex. So the higher I raise both of those stats, the more attribute bonuses they will contribute to the overall damage that the scimitar does. Focus. Increase the attributes to acquire additional focus bars. A new focus bar is granted for every 100 focus points. Focus bars are essential for unleashing powerful rune attacks. And then finally, equip load, which is the last one. Raises the limit for equipped gear weight before encumbrance sets in. Your dodge type is determined by your movement speed. Fast speed allows for a quick step, normal speed grants a roll, and then heavy speed results in a more substantial roll, coupled with the ability to execute a shoulder barge, knocking down enemies. So that's what we were kind of talking about a little bit earlier. But like I said, this divine scimitar that we're using, as well as some other weapons that I'm at least thinking for this character, they scale off of strength and dex. So I'm gonna start. I'm at least gonna put a point. I'm gonna put 2 into dex, 1 into strength, and then we'll use those as our 2 main attributes that will be for our damage weapons. Oh, and then like I said, those both contribute to attribute bonuses. So it's giving us a +5 bonus. So our total for our divine scimitar is a 35 because its base is 30. I don't know if I want to put this on because it's going to bring our equip load pretty high up. So we'll refrain on that for now. Blasting quiver, Hellman's jacket, flame scale oil, and frost oil. Take all that. This, I mean, it gives us stuff, but our equipment load is pretty much maxed out at this point. But it's better than what we have right now. Fallen Ember. Fallen Embers can be used to add or re-roll enchantments. Well, okay, it went away. Fallen Embers can be used to add or re-roll enchantments, on magical or play gear. Cerim, who have proven themselves worthy, can also use them to reassign attributes. Ooh, I didn't know about the reassign stuff. That's new. So yeah, a number of items have also gotten changes. So that's at least something I kind of want to look for in my other playthrough. We don't have a pickaxe. Oh, hello. Ow. Fuck you, sir. They don't really do much of this difference. We will put on the archer gloves since they're a little bit better. Oh no, they're not. We're now heavy encumbered. So we're heavy, but we can do a shoulder barge. Though I don't know if I want that. Well, I'm just going to take them off because I don't want to be a heavy encumbered right now. Do a little bit of healing. Alright, I think we've been putzing around quite a bit. Fire pits. At fire pits, you can cook meals using obtained resources. Every meal will recover health, but some may also provide additional buffs. Always be on the lookout for food recipes to cook a wider variety of meals. Got some stuff to cook. So the recipe we know of is to make mushroom soup. So we're gonna do that. Boom. Got some mushroom soup. It's leather armor? It is leather armor, but it's 50. It looks like it's about the same. Let's see if we can't get this guy. No, we can't. Okay. Well. All right. I thought we could have done a stealth kill. Can't get that. There's Brace, which looks like to be another pants situation. You never have enough wood. Oh, okay, don't like that. Okay. Split him in half. I want to be careful about my health.
We are the risen!
There's a chest that was over here. Grab that. Freezing quiver. Can I get back? Oh, okay. I see. There's something up there. Storage room key. Perfect. We're gonna sidle across. Keep that down so we can come back from it. We don't have a pick, though, actually. Yeah, there's a chest here. As I raced through the putrid swamp, the Nith rose up to my left and right. The Pestilence had rotted their minds, the acidic waters their limbs, leaving only savagery and bloodlust. My sole hope was to reach solid ground, draw my sword, and make a last stand. Even if I were to die, I refuse to surrender my corpse to these noxious waters. From Adventures in the Wild by Sulin Froth. Got some focus vials.
Come on!
I don't have the weight limit, though I actually did just get equipment load. I feel like I need to do at least a small increments on that, so I'll do so. Just so maybe put like 5 points in it so it can just get my weight class a little bit up. And then also increasing dex and strength, because that's my main damage stats. Ooh, got that pickaxe. Nice. Now we can actually do mining. We need a shovel, but that will come soon. You know what? We'll go this way. And then you pretty much get XP through a lot of different stuff. Harvesting resources gets you XP. Getting kills will get XP. Completing quests will get XP. even killing little rats as well. Yo. Bridge key for that one. There's another whisper there, but I'll get there in a quick second. Alright, let's use this one. So now we have a place to return to in case shit goes bad. But why would things go bad? It's been all peachy hunky-dory so far. So this would have been the stairs I would have taken.
Blood's gonna boil.
Hack this dude into 2 pieces. Just fuck him in his bombs. We have too much shit in our inventory now. Alright, we need to get rid of some stuff. Do I need double ups on these? Yeah, we'll put that quiver there for right now, because hats just are too big. We don't have enough equipment load. God, I don't want to throw stuff away now. Oh, what? I did not see you there, sir. Please give me enough health to outlast that. Fucker moved out of the way. Damn it. Now I have too much shit again. Kinda don't want to get rid of this, honestly. I don't think I'm really gonna be using shields for this playthrough. But that is money that I can get. We heard some voices. Let's deal with this first. Mess hall key. Storage key. Son of a bitch. Put these on for now. Ugh. I mean, this is a shield that we can't equip because we have too much shit.
Won't be nothing left of you but the stench.
But we need the mess hall key. Fucker. Now we may have to do the healing the slow way. So the cool thing about how the art direction in the game is that it's almost kind of like Animal Crossing in the way where like the world is a little bit curved and you can kind of see like a little bit of the horizon and stuff. So that's kind of how they crafted this game, to where there's a bit of like a curve to it, but you can also see stuff like off in the distance. Like this isn't like those guys that are over there on the top right. They're like across the river from us, so we can kind of see like what's over there. We just have to figure out a way of how to get there. Now we need a gate lever for that. We found the eastern exit of the fortress, but the heavy gate is closed and the lever seems to have been sabotaged. So we need to find the lever. Hey, the mess hall key. Exactly what we're looking for. I think we want to heal up the full, or close enough.
Thank you, stranger. Thought I could sabotage the gate, keep more of these savages from reaching Sacran's walls. But I got my damn fool self trapped too. Suppose there's a reason I'm a blacksmith and not a soldier, huh? Name's Fillmore. If you ever need anything repaired, you come to me. Nothing I can't fix. Now here. This will open the gate. Get yourself to Sacrament. Through the Auburn Glades to the east. It's the safest place for both of us.
And we
Keep a
got
careful
gate
eye
lever.
out. I heard some of these Risen speak of a foul presence outside the city's gate.
And we can sell stuff to this guy. But he also will repair our stuff for free for right now, which is good. But I'm actually gonna sell some duplicates that I have. Just to make some space. Now he does have a whole bunch of items that we could buy. If I was to go some of these routes, but I think we're good for right now. We got all of our tools just from picking them up, so that's kind of good. I only have that one weapon slot. Ooh, spears scale off of strength and dex. That's good to know. Rapiers are dex, that's what I thought. Maces are off of faith. That makes sense. I do like the spear.
You go on ahead, clear the road. I can't fix nothing if I'm dead in a ditch.
Alright, we met a blacksmith named Fillmore. He told us that the city of Sacrament lies east of the fortress through the Auburn Glades. We'll be heading there pretty shortly. Day 41, surveying this backcountry hovel. Is there no inch of Sacra that these wretched people aren't able to let fall to squalor? Do they see the ancient ruins all around them and think, let us add to this noble tradition? I make camp in an abandoned coastal fortress, what I'm sure was once a proud structure, a beacon to arriving ships. Now, a roofless monument to poor masonry. I hope it doesn't rain tonight. Just like it's raining right now. Gotta be careful here. A single fall will kill me. Because there is fall damage in this game. And it's not particularly high. Okay, I'm glad that those broke my fall. Because that would have been a death. Nice and slow. Alright, we're good. Another fallen ember. Oh, actually, we have a fire here. Make some mushroom soup. As we throw ourselves into the fire. Very close. I'm glad they've done some optimizations on the game, because it's running a lot better than it was the last time I tried to stream this. Even though that was like a year ago, it was an absolute mess. And again, my hardware is usually never great, so there's that too. Hello. Hello. Oh, just one shot. Nice. Ah, fuck. Damn. Have to go the long way. Lame. There we go. Free weapons. Alright. I know that there's some stuff. Is it still here? It's still here. Drifting trousers. I do have drifting trousers. However, what are these? Fire damage increase. Alright, well, I'm not dealing fire damage, so that's not helpful. Damage increase by 3% for each nearby enemy. That's not bad, but I'm also not planning to use that. Alright, head back to this chest. We'll take the thieving garb. Crimson shield. Deal 8% damage on block, or damage resistance increased by 7% while blocking. I kind of like that, honestly. But it does not work well with the large ass blade that I'm using. All right. Raise the gates. Oh, hello. his leg. There we go. Grabbing whatever I can. A way out, a light at the end of the tunnel. I clung to that foolish notion even as the cave sloped downward and the walls grew slick. Until the light began to pulse and throb did I realize my mistake. Perhaps they had once been men, buried alive or lost as I was, for the pestilence dripped down their throats. Now they were the gloam, and they hungered. I held my breath and crept backwards. For once, darkness was my ally. From Adventures in the Wild by Sullen Groff. Gloam. No, I actually haven't been paying attention to the names of some of these entities. Damn, I don't have enough of these either. I mean, that's actually not a bad shield. Gonna get rid of that. Same armor? I think it is. But it's quite heavy. That's blocked off. And the first fucking thing. There we go.
Here we go.
Ow, fucker. Can't get up there because of that ladder. It's unfortunately up. So we need to find a way around.
Be careful, Lara. Someone's coming.
Cerim. Forgive my father. He mistook you for one of the risen.
If you make for Sacrament, there are worse things than bandits up ahead. A great beast is loose in these glades.
Don't like that sound of that.
They say it used to be a man. I wanted to go after it, but father says...
Father says the Torn are not to be trifled with. And he's right.
The Torn.
I don't fear the Pestilence any more than a wild boar. One day, they'll sing songs about my skill with a bow.
I'd prefer you alive to sing them yourself, daughter.
Alright, that sets the bridge. Activate this one. Okay, whatever that was is angry. I mean, there is this area, but I don't want to go there right yet. I think it's actually probably a little bit high level for us. I mean, we're about to level up, so let's get the experience for that level up. Too much inventory. Let's see. Like I said, we do equipment load, put a point into that, and then dex and strength. We'll be slowly leveling these up. Lighted quiver. And got too much shit. Not enough space. Take the quiver. You plan to at least use a bow. Oh, these things. fuck? Probably shouldn't be here, to be honest. It's this area of the map, because things are a little bit, yep, things are much stronger here. Especially since I don't have the ranged weapon. I would deal with that guy a lot easier. Oh, nice. Got him before he got me. Alright, I think we should head back the way we actually should be going. Alright, saved. Should get ready for some gambit. Oh, that was a thing of beauty. Got both of them with that single focus attack. I think having a larger heavy weapon has made me appreciate oh shit, combat a little bit more. To actually be like slow to methodical. And to appreciate counterattacks and not just start swinging for the fences when I'm fighting guys. That's kind of what I was doing in my other preview or other account or character or whatever you want to call it. It's just fighting willy-nilly as opposed to being patient and then observing what my enemy does, counter-attacking, and then just laying into them. Whoops. There we go. Forsaken. Unto her we spare no word, cast no eye, give no prayer. Restless seeker. He strives for growth, for vision, for valor, for more. Learned maker. He shapes the home, the family, the law, the way. Sacred mother. She carries the earth, the harvest, the heart, the dawn. So it looks like 4 entities there that make up this world. Or maybe there's local Sacra. Not entirely sure. I mean, that axe would be nice to sell off for more gold, but it's not necessary. Let's heal up. Don't like this. Ew. Oh god. Flag. That's not good. Ow. Can't pick up everything. I have too much shit. Goo. I got too much shit. I'm gonna discard that. No, fuck. You should have given me a chance to pick up. Damn it. Okay, that's what I was wanting to grab, was the blade. It's a two-handed greatsword. Gain taint for 15 seconds after infection status. Lifesteal by 16% while tainted. Max stamina increased by 32% while tainted. Drain health while tainted. Ooh. I mean, it's interesting. I don't know if I want that draining of my health. But it does give me lifesteal while I'm tainted, though. No, I actually care. Well, this weapon's mine now. I did this. This is my trophy now.
State your business. Quickly. Don't think just because you felled the beast, you're an ally.
It's all right, Winnick. I apologize for the lack of hospitality. My friend here has his guard up for good reason. Once the raiders took the old fortress, their bloodshed has drawn more and more of those things towards our city. How did you manage to slay that monstrosity? My god. You're Cerim. The Watcher's call has been answered.
Ha! I told that old coot he was wasting his time. For once, I'm glad I was wrong. Cerim, in the flesh and on our island. I thought you'd be taller.
Your kind's welcome within our walls. I trust you'll find a home here. Seek the Watcher, up in the rookery. Welcome to Sacrament.
Fast travel unlocked. You can travel instantly between previously visited Elder Whispers and upgraded Lesser Whispers. So yeah, there's like certain whispers that are lesser ones in quotation marks, that are just essentially just checkpoints. But if we go to those, we can sacrifice items to upgrade them to elder ones, which can be used for fast travel. There's a couple of elder ones that we have seen, so we can fast travel to those. But yeah, the other ones we're gonna have to upgrade. Sacrament. We met the governor of Sacrament, a man named Ellsworth. He told us to find the Watcher up in the Rookery Tower near the center of town. I just have this foul blade on my shoulders. And now we're in the town of Sacrament.
Sacrament's gates are always open to those in need, or those who keep her safe. Help yourself to our food and shelter.
But leave the ale to me.
The Watcher waits for you in the rookery.
Never wanted to see him like that. You hacked your way to our gates without a moment's thought. Our hero, everyone! Our hero has come! Butchering their way through what's left of our friends, our family, our children.
Yeah, those are no longer your loved ones. They've been turned into monsters.
He was a man. They all were.
The rookery is just up ahead.
You should go to the rookery, high above.
Thank you for pointing. Vendors. Within Sacraments, you encounter a variety of vendors, each offering unique services. They might sell special items and resources, enhance or repair gear, or they could even change Sacrament itself. Vendor stalls can be upgraded further enhancing their services.
I've got things you didn't know you couldn't live without. Oh, ignore their gates, Cerim. They likely never seen one of your kind. I, on the other hand, have met 6 Cerim. 5? 6? Ah, many. I've witnessed the sea births of the Kyllish people to the south, and all those northern cities that sail across the sands. I once drank from the water pooled in a giant's footstep, and I've supped wine with Phelan's finest. You and I, we're travelers.
buy stuff from this guy, but I don't think there's anything that we want to buy just yet.
It's the Cerim. Here, over here. Is it really true you killed the creature at the gate? As Cerim and Sacrament, and my smithy no less. Well, Fillmore's smithy. I'm just his apprentice, Will. Wait, Fillmore! On your way to Sacrament, did you encounter a blacksmith?
We did. He was at the fortress. He's all
He
good.
went out beyond the wall and hasn't come back. I hope he's all right.
Well, last we saw him, he was doing good.
What's next on the list?
Always go with the grain, young one. Welcome, young sprout. I go by Whitaker the Woodcrafter. That's because I craft wood.
Yeah, we can purchase stuff from this guy, but we don't want to do that just yet. Yeah, a lot of this place is in disrepair, unfortunately.
These are my scissors.
No, these are my scissors.
Sneed about it, Mary Weather. Tailor's at your service. Mary, we agreed. My name goes first.
No, Mira. I remember we decided I'd go first.
Fine.
We'll settle this later.
This is the cloth vendor, but we don't have anything that needs making at the moment.
Make for the rookery. It lies above the town square.
I don't hear it roaring anymore. They say you killed the creature outside the gates. You don't see monsters like that in Marin. The city's got a pull to it. Like it draws in all the island. The good and the wicked. I only stay as long as I need to. But with those foul brambles in the Marin woods, it's been hard getting home.
Have you been written from the Whispers? Are you my dad? You're really here? A Cerim in Sacrament? So, the Watcher was right. You came. Tell me, can you feel it? That flickering in the air?
That special
There's
magic.
spots like this one all over Sacra. A prickling, as if something lies just beyond my vision. But is stronger here than anywhere else. I'm convinced this is the site of some ancient, vital Cerim remnant. Perhaps a nexus of sorts. I feel almost as if I could just reach out and grasp it. And it me.
Wanted dead. Name the Red. Crimes and assassination, robbery, kidnapping. Description: an all-female gang of brigands. Each wears a signature red scarf as a tribute to their favored method of violence, a slit throat. No known ideology or principles beyond chaos and profit. Captain Randolph. Also, there is a whisper here, so we may as well activate it. Alright, the rookery is north.
The evil that stalks our island will not be defeated with swords and bows. Only God's hands can save us.
Doggy. Pet the doggy. That's mandatory. Hey, we even got a bump.
Where's the work ethic anymore?
We got a buff from petting the doggy. Increase our health by a little bit.
Onward to the rookery, Cerim.
You don't live from around here.
The rookery lies just across the bridge.
Is it true? There is.
This is the rookery.
You've arrived! I knew his letters were not in vain. It's an honor to meet you. I've only ever read the ancient texts about your kind. They have come, Master. From across the sea.
The pestilence. It festers. Everything it touches.
Did you not hear? The Cerim have arrived.
They won't come. Never answer.
I apologize. He is a brilliant scholar, but it's been so long. God's Reach. They're already here.
Oh, it's the Inquisition. Spanish Inquisition. Now just it. Hey, Fillmore's back.
Governor Ellsworth.
Madrigal Celine, I apologize for the lack of a formal welcome. If you sent word, it must have been lost.
A welcome sight, though, aren't they? About time Phelan sent reinforcements.
My Inquisition is here as an act of mercy, Baron Winnick. There is an unholy presence on this island. I have come on behalf of King Magnus, who sent me...
King Magnus? The boy.
Forgive me. I thought you had heard. Your brother, the king, has passed.
Damn. That's one way to receive news.
How long?
It will be a week tomorrow. You should return to Phelan, Governor. Your nephew has extended his hand. He invites you to rejoin the family.
Thank you, Madrigal. But Sacra is my home.
Sacra will be in capable hands. My Inquisition have quartered ourselves in Fort Reach, and will remain for as long as it takes to heal this island.
Fort Reach? Sacrament's a bit out of your way then, isn't it?
My outfit encountered a group of raiders as we came ashore on your coast. We sent all of them to rejoin God, save one. I thought she might be of particular interest to you. We could have left her body by the side of the road, with the other animals. Consider this an offering of goodwill from the church.
Where was the church when our people were sick and starving? We're done begging for scraps. We take what we need.
Odessa. Don't.
Yo, homegirl's not flinching at all.
Leave her. I'm sure the governor can properly discipline his own daughter. At least as well as he governs his city.
My apologies, Madrigal. She does not stand for sacrament.
Damn right I don't.
Guards, take her away.
This way, Risen. I should have never taught you that little move.
You will arrange an escort for my vanguard to Kalen.
Kalen? It will be done. Is there anything else we can do?
You can rejoice, Governor. Your salvation is at hand.
Oh, the Inquisition at our gates, and Cerim in our rookery. We've prepared lodgings below. A humble room, to be sure, but safe and warm. I hope you've arrived in time to save our fair island. Not only in time to witness its ruin.
Quest completed, Sacrament. The Compendium. In the Compendium, you can find collected knowledge and memories from all Cerim on a realm. Every tutorial or cinematic scene that has been unlocked by any player can be revisited in the Compendium. Eventually, you'll be able to track items discovered and enemies encountered as well. Alright. So, we should deposit stuff if we're not going to be using it. So, like the knife, actually, I kind of feel like I maybe keep the knife. We've been using the Divine Scimitar for some time now. Claymore. Well, we'll put that away. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be using shields in this playthrough, unlike my other one. We'll just toss the rest of the stuff here. We'll keep the knife for now, and we'll keep the scimitar. We're going to move the raw ingredients over. Keep this in our inventory for now. Materials. This took up a lot of space. Lodgings. Welcome to your new lodgings. You can stash your inventory and share with other players by using the community chest. Every player in the realm can place and remove items from it.
Rotten boards, decayed and crumbling, just like the old man's mind. Ugh, who's that? Oh, a visitor. Of course. I've told the Watcher this tower's not fit for livestock. And yet there he goes, boarding any stranger that comes along, when there are plenty of houses in Sacrament for purchase. You'll have to head upstairs. There's no way down for now. A fine staircase should be, too. Would get us to the market in half the time. Most days you'll find me not far from there, in the square by the wardroom. Maker Danos. I can repair anything with the right materials. Except laziness.
Yeah, so there is a building aspect in this game. With all the materials and stuff that I've been gathering so far, that can be used to make furniture, make workbenches, make stovetops, make other types of crafting workstations, etc., etc., etc. And those are able to be placed within a house that you can actually purchase in the town of Sacrament, where you can, have your lodgings, store items, etc., etc., etc.
Oh, good, you're awake. Please, Cerim, you must see this.
Oh shit, they brought the corpse of this thing.
Forgive the grotesque display. We pruned some of the poor torn soul you killed at our gates. I left a vial of its blood here on the table, but when I returned, I found it altered. The Watcher, he must have refined it, purified it. An ancient technique. Now you just need to I apologize. It's my nerves. The ichor must flow through your veins. The scrolls say it gives strength to your kind. Go to the Watcher. This skill is it's beyond me.
So these torn, we can harvest ichor from them, and then when we absorb the ichor, we can empower ourselves.
Where is Rune? Are you? Rune, come here. There's a stranger in the rookery.
No, we're invited.
Have you gone? Was I unspoken long ago? Or have I simply forgotten to speak? The mind is a burrow, a dark hole filled with muck and vermin. But sometimes, perhaps, it can be a haven for long winters.
Alright, Plague Ichor. What we harvested. We can use it to empower ourselves, which generally means we can improve our overall state. So we can add 5 slots to our inventory, 5 slots to our food inventory. Well, this is our gear inventory. Food inventory, 5 slots to our consumables inventory, 5 slots to our resource inventory, 5 slots to our miscellaneous inventory area. Then we can also add an extra main slot item, so an extra weapon. We can add an extra offhand slot. We can add a ring slot, an extra tool slot. We can increase our hunger limit. So this hasn't shown up just yet, but hunger limit means while you're in battle, there's a limit to how much food you can consume, so that you're not just spamming food the whole time. Right now, it starts off as 5 food items you can consume in the battle before your hunger limit is reached, and then you can't consume food anymore. You're gonna have to find healing through another method, which is why they gave you that healing rune at the start of the game. So you can use that to heal while using up some of your focus to do so. Otherwise, you're trying to eat in the middle of combat to heal up, but that has a limit to it. So we could increase that if we wanted to. That hasn't been a thing so far. And then utility rune slot. If we have any utility runes, we could slot those in and increase our limit. So like the healing rune is one of the utility runes that we have, and there's other runes that we can find in the game and add those to us as well. I think I want to add another. I know I was complaining about inventory space, but I want to add a main hand slot.
Now, if you should encounter any more of the Torn, collect their ichor and bring it to the Watcher. And if you ever want to know the comings and goings within our fair city's walls, I'm your man. Roan, scholar, guide, inquisitive soul, unrepentant gossip, at your service.
Thank you for the offer, Roan. Much appreciated. Oh, so we completed the Sacrament quest. So this is weird. Okay, so it actually is here. So the last thing, or second to last thing, we met the Watcher, an elder scholar of the Cerim. His apprentice Roan gave us temporary lodgings beneath the rookery. We are now free to explore Sacrament. And overall, the quest line: we are Cerim, holy warriors sworn to vanquish the ancient Pestilence. Summoned by the backwater Isle of Sacra, our ship was sunk en route by a rebel group known as the Risen. We washed ashore and made our way to the capital city of Sacrament, where we learned the truth we feared most. The Pestilence has returned. Inside the city's gates, we met Governor Ellsworth and Baron Winnick. But no sooner had we reached the Watcher, the man who summoned us, when an envoy from Phelan arrived. Madrigal Celine, leader of the Inquisition, informed Ellsworth that his brother, King Harold, has died. The crown passed to his nephew, Magnus. Oh, I thought it was son. Okay, so his nephew. The Madrigal then presented Ellsworth with his captured daughter, Odessa, the risen rebel who led the raiding party on our ship. As Ellsworth and the Madrigal departed for the holy city of Caelin, we are left to contemplate our next move. So that was that quest line. intro quest lines, more or less. And then the next one that has now popped up, Spilled Blood. A young scholar named Rowan advised us that if we can collect any more plague ichor on our travels, we should bring it to the Watcher in Sacrament's Rookery, and that will be used to level us up or to increase our abilities. Alright, the next thing I want...
Is it true? The Risen have taken the old fortress.
Oh, here we go.
It's already among us, Cerim.
I knew with the Pestilence returned, it wouldn't be long before your kind did as well.
But I fear the plague has already crept within Sacrament's walls.
She's a big lady.
2 days ago, I offered a potent rune to a woman who said her husband was ill. A small mercy, but I have not heard from them since, and I worry he was worse than she let on. Please, visit their home in Beggar's Alley. You can find me at the marketplace after. The plague knows we are weakest when alone. But we are not alone, Cerim. Not even you.
A small mercy. Alright, we met Eleanor, the Enchanter. She asked us to check on a family living in a house in Beggar's Alley, to whom she sold a powerful rune. Alright, Beggar's Alley, if I recall correctly, down the... we can buy houses, but we're not going to do that just yet, because we don't have the money to.
So thirsty.
Now, where is this? Did I pass it up already? Oh no, it's here.
They'll be out soon. They told me to wait out here. Is it supper time yet? I hope Mama makes dumpling soup.
Door's locked from the other side. Alright, find a way over there. Whoops. Sidle across. Tight rope across. The beams. Ooh, I almost missed that. Then walk across. Oof. Well, that's not good. Parents are dead. Husband and wife were sick with the pestilence and took their own lives to spare their child. Whoever finds this, know I had no other choice. The pestilence took hold of Noah, and I feel it crawl beneath my skin as well. I have to keep her safe. Tell Maeve we love her. Tell her she's kind and generous, and to never let that part of her go. Tell her to eat her carrots and cabbage and not just sweets. Tell her anything, please. So both parents are dead so that they couldn't infect anyone else, especially their kid. Open it from this side.
They gave me this. Said it would keep me safe. You can take it back to Eleanor. I need to stay here, in case they wake up.
Oh, they're not waking up, kid. We should bring the rune to Eleanor. And she said that she would be in the marketplace.
Cerim, a moment.
No, it's Winnick.
If I might bend your ear, I've a proposition for you. I saw how you dispatched the raiders in the old fortress. You've had a taste. Any interest in the meal? My men spotted the risen warlord, Darak, in the Orban Glades. He's been a thorn in Ellsworth's side for too long. I sent a contingent after him, but if you were to find yourself heading west, you might join them and do Sacrament a service. We would all sleep better knowing Darak's below ground.
Another quest of rats and raiders. Winnick told us about a warlord named Derek who fights for the Risen. He's been spotted in the western reaches of the Orban Glades.
Cerim, look what the tide washed in. I didn't think you survived.
I didn't think you'd survive either.
Seems our fortunes have changed since we last spoke. I'm afraid we might have to postpone our fight. But if I'm spared the gallows, perhaps we can finish what we started. Although judgment might take a while. My father would rather play servant to the Madrigal than speak with me. Could be worse. We could be at the bottom of the sea.
That is actually a fair point. It's quite a miracle that we both survived. Somehow.
The blight of time is all around us. So, you found me. Perhaps you're developing a fondness for this city then. With my hands and your copper, we can make Sacrament bloom again. Anything you come across that looks like it could be restored, tell me. Why, even the vendor stalls can be improved. And for yourself, perhaps you may want a home here one day. You can find vacant houses for sale all over Sacrament. Each one has a sign out front that tells you all you need to know.
Sleeping under a...
There was greatness here once. Let us uncover it from beneath the dust.
Alright, so like I said, there's a little bit of a building mini game here. With the resources that we collect over Sacrament, we can use that to upgrade various facilities around the city. So like the inn, architecture study, Eleanor's enchantment shop, Fillmore's smithy, scaffolding, Gordon's pantry, Greenwich's general goods, Ilaria's sanctum, etc., etc., etc. That elevator is going to take spruce wood. Well, son of a bitch. Alright, well, we aren't going to have stuff for that now. Simple spinning wheel and the hearth. I mean, that could be useful, but don't have anything for it right now. Yeah, so we need to continue collecting resources where we can. Scribe tables. At scribe tables, you can learn how to craft items via research papers. Items previously discovered throughout your journey can be chosen to be researched, or you can choose a random item within a specific category. Researching an item unlocks the ability to craft it at its respective crafting station. You can unlock new items at the scribe table by upgrading Maker Dennis's architecture study. Housing. You can now purchase a house in Sacrament. There are several houses in the city to choose from. You can buy or sell a home by interacting with a sign posted outside. Once you own a home, you can buy furniture, crafting equipment, and decor to customize your space. Yeah, so like, this is a home, the homestead, and it's available for 30 silver, and we can purchase it if we had 30 silver. We don't even have close to that. We have 1 silver and 75 copper. But once we have a home, we could, as it said, put in furniture, We can put in items like chests, so we can have storage. We can put in workstations like stoves and alchemy tables and anvils to use for crafting of materials and items and consumables. All within the luxury of our purchase home.
Think you're up for chasing down a few bounties, Cerim? I told Ellsworth I thought it was a mistake letting you past our gates. A soldier with no rank is a stone's throw from a bandit.
Ah, thanks. Thanks, dude.
But orders are orders. Or is that a foreign idea to you? Orders, discipline, training.
Is not being an asshole a foreign concept to you?
Well, as long as you're here, perhaps you might learn a thing or two by serving my guard. You can start by showing your captain a bit of respect. With a proper salute.
Suck my dick. But we have gestures. In the update for co-op, they added gestures. I think they even did it before. Oh, I think they did it beforehand, but it definitely works for co-op. Express yourself by performing gestures. Open with the start button by holding it for a gesture reel, and then choose and perform a gesture with the select gesture. So this actually doesn't need to be start. So I think that actually may be the best way to do it. Oh, sorry, it's the other one. That's why. Oh, there's multiple pages. Oh, we can even add some. Well, that's new. I didn't even realize that was a thing. How many pages are there? Oh, there's a lot. Okay. Well, we need to salute this guy.
Very good. Perhaps you're not quite the miscreant you appear to be. Well then, Cerim. I've bounties to collect, challenges to complete, and not enough men to carry them out. Every day it seems there's more. If you help me keep chaos at bay, you may find Sacrament's guard can be a potent ally. What do you say?
Alright, bounties and challenges. So this game actually does have a daily and weekly reward system. Hunt down bounty targets or complete challenges to claim daily and weekly rewards. Pin activities from the activity screen and then use the circle activity log to track progress of accepted activities. Upon completion, visit Randolph to claim your rewards, and then activities can be canceled at any time. Bounty markers. Active bounties can be located on the map and next to targets. So, our daily bounties, as it says, it'll change every day. So we can do things like hunt down some targets that are on the map, or we have weekly targets, so we have the whole week. I think it refreshes every Friday. I think that's the changeover. I'm not 100% sure. I may have to try and look into that, but I think every Friday it changes for the weekly. And some of these can range from hits, which are just assassination targets. Kill these enemies, you get equipment and other stuff. The weekly ones, it seems like it's giving out ichor for that, as well as equipment. And then challenges, you're pretty much asked to do things like mine or slay some enemies, and mostly larger groups of enemies. The hits are specific enemies that they want you to take out, whereas the killer be killed is more of like the enemy faction that's in that area. They want you to wipe out a certain number of them, and then that completes that. Harvesting, you can harvest materials and then bring them back to the guard in order to get rewards, or you can do upgrades to weapons or do runes on weapons and stuff like that, and that'll also get you rewards. And then kind of the same thing for the weekly challenges as well. So, nice little system.
It's my duty to keep Sacrament safe, from threats both inside and out. Don't test me, Cerim. The ocean wants in Cerim, and we are the wall.
Cerim, will you share your death with me?
I'm sorry, what now?
Death is a lost art. People trip in the street, drown in creeks, choke on chicken bones. But your kind perfected the form. That's why I've devoted my life to studying you. Your ruins, your ways, your slaughter.
You wanna run that by me again?
Sorry, I never introduced myself. I am Elsa, an historian. There are relics of your kind all over Sacra. Another was just discovered in the stonemason shot by the cemetery. You should see it for yourself. Perhaps it's your temple, your library, your tomb.
Spoken and unspoken. So, we met a historian named Elsa, who told us about a mysterious ruin beneath the stonemason's shop near the cemetery. That is inside of Sacra. So, first we need to turn in this rune.
They say he left already. Excuse me, is it true that Governor Ellsworth has already gone north with that madrigal?
Sounds
the
like
guard
it.
said as much, but I wasn't sure. Many doors in Sacrament stay shut to us, Dasha. I'd hoped for an audience. He has much on his shoulders, I know, but my home is unwell. Perhaps I can speak to the Orison. Yes, one man of faith to another. I promised her. I promised them I wouldn't return to Marin empty-handed. So many stray cats and dogs wandering Sacrament. What they could teach us of loyalty and grace, I wish I could take them all home with me.
That's a lot of pets, if that was the case.
Good to be back behind Sacrament's walls. My thanks for clearing the way. From now on, how about I stay at my forge and leave the heroics to you?
Good idea. Alright, I mean, he does have some stuff, but nothing that we want at the moment. I don't have a lot of materials, so don't want to... You know what? We'll fix our
Nothing
stuff.
sings like steel.
Refined materials. Refined materials are necessary for upgrading and crafting. Materials can be refined at upgrade vendor stalls or at refineries that you own. Visit the maker in Sacrament to upgrade vendor stalls or purchase equipment. So these guys don't have their stalls upgraded at the moment, so we can't refine stuff.
When you can burn and freeze.
Not yet.
So it was as I feared. Our stone walls mean nothing to the plague. I didn't even know their names. I never thought to ask. I will look after the girl. We are, all of us, the children of those who survived. And the rune, I see you have it now. They are potent things, yet fickle. Each carries its own blessing.
Rune management. Equip, extract, and destroy runes on an item. Extracting a rune will destroy the item. Rune management. Modify your equipped utility runes. We can also do that. I would say Divine Scimitar. I mean, we don't have any other runes. That's the problem. Yeah, so none of this is really doing anything. However, utility runes we do. We have this one. So the first one we had was heal. We can spend our focus to restore our health, calling on our inner power to recover from wounds. And then we have illuminate, which we just got from the little girl, Maeve. Slot this rune into our utility slot to gain access to the illuminate spell. And what that does is we summon a radiant light that follows us, illuminating dark areas and revealing hidden paths. So, actually, I am going to slot that in. But because we're slotting utility runes into ourselves, it's not going to destroy ourselves when we extract them out. So at least that's good.
Runes can be bonded to your weapon, or to your being itself, but removing them carries its own cost.
Well, removing them from weapons is a cost. Well, it's a loss of a weapon doing so. If it's removing from ourselves, it's just a monetary loss.
We are all soldiers now, in the one true war. The one my mother and her spoke of in whispers. A door was opened 1,000 years ago. Perhaps together we can close it.
And we completed a small mercy. Eleanor, Sacrament's enchanter, asked us to check on a family living in Bear's Alley. Inside the home, we found that the parents had been taken by the plague, leaving their only daughter Maeve. We retrieved an important rune for Eleanor and informed her about what we found. She offered to take care of the child.
Greetings, warrior.
So she has other runes, but that is just going to eat up everything that I fucking have, which ain't a lot at the moment. We can infuse things, our equipment, infusing socket gems to infuse gear with a distinct enchantment that is a guarantee or has a guaranteed value. Infusing. Existing gems can be destroyed or extracted. Extracting gems from enchanted gear will sacrifice the item. So like if I had materials, which unfortunately I don't, I could socket this thing. Because this is a common item, it has 4 slots that can be used to socket gems inside of or infuse gems inside of. There's other items which like there's enchanted items which already have attributes like up to 3. It's between 1 to 3 attributes that are already given. But then there's 1 slot that you can use one of your gems to infuse into. But that will usually be randomized. And then there's the Plague tier, which gives you some pretty good infused slots already, but then there's also a pretty big drawback on that item, which can vary as well. And then you also have another open slot that you can slot a gem into. And then I believe it's called legendary items, which this blade that we got off the boss is a legendary item because it's gold, which has a bunch of good stat rolls for the most part, or ability rolls that are on it. Normally no drawbacks. I think sometimes there may be. I'm not 100% sure. Usually a drawback is written in red, so that drain health while tainted is a drawback on this item. But for the most part, it has some really good stats on it. So there's at least that. And then rune, that as it was before earlier, we can put runes into our weapons. Those runes usually give us abilities that we can do with that weapon, and they usually already have at least one rune in them. Oh, here it is. Item rarity. Gear comes in several rarities. Common, they're customizable, and they have 4 gem slots, like I said. Rare, okay, so that's what it was. It was rare. They have enchantments. Between 1 to 3 enchantments. It's pretty randomized. If it will have 1 or 3. 1, 2, or 3. But yeah. And then they will always have 1 slot open that can be used for a gem. Plagued are kind of like the rares, but they offer stronger enchantments, and they also have 1 gem slot, but they also have 1 negative enchantment that's tied to them. And then uniques, which are special enchanted items, and they have a gem slot as well. But uniques can't be obtained by enchanting. Those are just items that are dropped by, like, say, a boss or something like that. The common, rare, and plagued, those are all random drops. So you could find any of those throughout the field. Or you can enchant something to be a rare or plagued item if it's starting from common. But yeah, you can't make uniques. You can only find them after defeating certain enemies or completing certain quests.
You and Pine lose what's kind. Pine and you lose what's true. Let me know what you need.
Alright, what I need is a bow, which it looks like you have, sir. Which I can't purchase. What the fuck is this? Okay. I don't want to sell a lot of stuff. I don't want to sell anything. Man, I guess for right now we'll sell the Hunter's knife. Alright, we'll buy a bow. Alright, I did that, so we actually have the bow with the quiver, and then we can change out quivers whenever we need to. We can cycle between our selected items with the D-pad. So look, pressing left or right will swap items. So we can swap between our 2-handed sword or our bow. Which we got fire arrows now. Alright, so we're gonna have fire arrows equipped for now. And then we have our blade.
Cerim? Everything is your prize. I fill the pantry, the boys empty it out.
Alright.
He will speak with the Cerim.
The madrigal requests your presence. You must make your way through the Nameless Pass and seek her audience.
At the heretic's gate.
At the pagan door.
This is the will of God. Many lives ago, your kind fought the curse. The madrigal believes you may be of service again. As God finds meaning even in broken things, so does she.
Go east, toward the sound of steel and flesh.
The sound of deliverance.
We have another quest. Servant to God. We have been summoned by Madrigal Celine. We must travel through the Nameless Pass, northeast of Sacrament, to meet with her if we can. Alright, well, we've been given permission to go after, or to go meet with the Madrigal. So, we have two ways. We head this way, up northeast, and pretty far distance, and meet with the Madrigal. We have a couple of quests that take us through that area, though. Or we could attempt to go southwest, go through the woods and the shoreline, to see if we can't find Derek, and take him down, which may be probably the one that we want to do, because going through Nameless Pass is actually going to be a little bit tough, so probably want to get a couple of levels in. But I think I may cut it here for right now. It's already 12:30. So I'm not even sure when I'm gonna pick this up. This will probably be an off and on thing. Just cause early access is gonna be for a while. So if I find some time, I'll end up picking this up, and playing through that. But at least in the meantime, the free play is going on right now for this weekend, from the 22nd to the 26th, which is Monday the 26th, January. And then after that free weekend is done, there will still be a pretty steep discount, at least, on the game. It's normally $40, but it's getting a 40% discount, and that's going to be running all the way up until February 5th, I believe. So I think it drops down from, I'm horrible with math, but I think it drops down to $30 or something like that. So yeah, not bad overall. But I think I'm probably going to leave it here. I've been Lex. Thanks for watching. I will probably be back in a couple hours to I want to get some Final Fantasy Tactics through, because I haven't been playing that in a while, or at least I was before, like, the holiday break or whatever. So I kind of want to get back onto that track. Ooh, excuse me. But that'll be for the morning, if I have power. We're supposed to be getting hit with a snowstorm tomorrow, so we'll see how things turn out. But yeah. All right. Have a good rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay warm, and maybe I'll catch you on the next one. All right. Peace.